Frédéric Chopin, born on May 1st of 1810, was one of the greatest masters of Romantic music. Chopin lived during the Romantic period, where revolutions and social disputes were at its height. As a Polish native, Chopin encountered the November Uprising, which led him to immigrate to France. In France, Chopin saw the social upheaval taking place between the French classes. Seeing the injustice and discrimination of the poor laws, Chopin appealed for change and composed music to express his rage and fury. Two pieces of his piano collection that reflect Chopin's desire for change include Fantasy Impromptu and Ballade in G minor. Dedicated to prominent French nobles, he used these compositions as an indirect outcry against the higher classes in response to the effects of the French Revolution. In addition, Chopin provides his own reactions to the continuous decay of society. Frédéric Chopin reveals the omnipresent evils embedded in humanity and consequent hopelessness as society fails to realize the social destruction of injustice, with the only cure to fantasize in idealistic worlds. A ballade is a musical composition written in a narrative style. Chopin wrote the ballade not only to narrate his personal experiences, but as a political tool in an attempt to educate society of its growing corruption. The writings of Adam Mickiewicz served as an inspiration for Ballade in G minor. Mickiewicz, a Polish Romantic poet, also opposed the harsh treatment of the poor, which influenced him to advocate justice in his poems. Chopin's ideal society is one without the discrimination of the lower classes, which he believes is the initial cause of turmoil. Throughout the ballade, Chopin's use of pedal technique connects the melodies in both clefs to signify a desirable equality for all men despite their status. The pedal can be interpreted as the government, and as it groups the melodies, it represents a superficial unity of the social classes. Chopin reveals that a true unity can only be fulfilled after the realization that the core destruction of society comes from injustice towards others. Starting at the second measure from the top, when the 16 notes and triplets are played simultaneously, a complicated rhythm is created to reflect society's ignorance of the hardships that others experience. The wave-like structure represents mankind's instability of carrying out good or evil deeds. At times, society seems to conform to natural rights, however, eventually fails to continue and fulfill true equality, giving into the cycle of injustice. In contrast to the fast, agitated tempo of the first section, the tempo is now largo, resembling a transition to the separation of two worlds: real, where everything is in constant motion and time is relentless, and the fantasy world, where time is not a factor and one can create their own ideal society. The calm and airy mood represents how reality is drifting away, except for those who are content with their lives, and one enters another world where imagination overrules the mind and the impossible. Chopin realizes the fate of the oppressed, and as long as ignorance exists, one can only find hope in dreams.